first met Michelle, we knew that we wanted to get married right away. And going into the whole engagement process was not as easy as we thought it would be.
Cam, I'm so proud of you and the man that you've grown up to be today. From that annoying, bratty little brother who knew exactly which buttons to push to drive me crazy, to this strong, talented, handsome man who is now the husband of a beautiful woman.
One day she's your little girl, she's in the hospital and as your baby girl, and the next day she's a beautiful young woman starting her own life.
I know that the two of you will be very happy together and God will bless you both.
When we first started talking about it, we thought it would just go so easy, but unfortunately it didn't. And it was difficult, but it was good at the same time because it took the control out of our hands and it made us place it in God's hands. So I was just honest with God and said, look, I'm frustrated, but I know that you can handle it. So I put it in his hands, and literally I said that out to God, and 2-3 days later, our pastor called us and she was like, hey, this is Cam, right? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you're pretty young and you don't have tons of money, you're kind of broke. And I was like, yes. And she's like, and you want to marry this girl that you're dating, Michelle? And I was like, yes. And I was kind of expecting a lecture, like, what are you thinking? You're so young, you're broke, you're crazy. But instead what she said was, this random lady came in to my office today and she gave me a wedding band and an engagement ring, and she just wants to bless somebody with it. And this was 2 or 3 days right after I prayed to God saying, listen, I can't do this, you need to provide a way, give me money, give me a ring. I said those words to him and he provided that stuff for us.
I knew right away that from the first day I held her in my arms that Michelle would be as special as she is. Michelle is a loving, thoughtful, caring person. Her achievements in life speak volumes about that. She chose a career in nursing because she wanted to make a difference in people's lives, and she has.
Cameron, it is with great joy that I welcome you to our family on this special day. Cameron, please understand that even though she's now in your arms, Michelle will always be my little girl. I ask that you take care of her, Cameron. You both are very adventurous, but please, no more skydiving.
She said, this person who's giving me these rings doesn't want to be recognized. She doesn't want any money. She just wants to bless you guys. From that point, God has been confirming this relationship, and I'm just so thankful, and he's been so good to us, and it's just so undeserved. He's the one who gave this beautiful ring to her, and it wasn't even me. I couldn't take the credit. I couldn't say, hey Michelle, look at all this money that I spent on this ring, because it wasn't me. I literally just gave it to God. I said, I can't do this, I just want you to do it, and he gave it to us.
When I first met Cameron, he was about 18 years old. But I thought, you know what? This kid looked like he was 15. Well, my daughter was 21 years old, and after he left, he came into our house one day with Michelle, and after he left, I told my wife, I said, how old is that kid? She said, he's 18, he's going to be turning 19 soon. And then I looked and I said, you know what? He looks like, even though he looks like 15, but he looks mature, maybe I can give this guy a chance, right? And, I'm so glad I did, because Cameron is a perfect match for Michelle. He loves her with all his heart.
Cameron called me and said, Dad, I'm thinking of marrying Michelle. We had a good discussion, and I agreed with all his decisions, and this is a very good one.
Michelle, when I first met you, I thought you were such a sweet person and the kind of person that I wanted to be friends with. But little did I know, one day we'd be sisters. As I've gotten to know you better, I have learned that your kindness, your compassion for others, and that your loyalty are only just a few of the wonderful qualities that you have as a woman and now as a wife.
This kid used to come all the way from Etobicoke, drive a bus on a cold winter day to go to Woodbridge just for a couple of hours to meet his beautiful girlfriend. Now I tell you, that's got to be true love.
Just thank you to everybody for this whole day, because it's so much better than I could have ever even imagined. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm really overwhelmed how everything turned out, because I definitely had so much stress and planning and work, and then it all just somehow comes together, and I didn't believe when people said that, but it really does, and it was like perfect. I wouldn't have asked for anything else or wanted anything else. It was exactly what I wanted, and I got to marry you, so that was the most important part, and I'm just so excited that everything was so great.
I love you.
I love you.